Welcome back to another video, folks. You know what is up? Another video. Yeah, I know. It's been a long ass time. It's been like almost maybe more than a month or so. So yeah, apologies for that. I'm gonna be continuing on. You know, every 2 days I'm gonna be making a video. So I'm back. I've been trying some new things. Didn't really work out, and I had some busy times. So yeah, now I'm back though. So let's get right into it. Today I'm gonna be talking about the main differences between the manhwa and the anime for solo leveling. And this is episode 10. Which, if I'm completely honest, I didn't quite enjoy as the previous episodes and whatnot. And yeah, apologies for the other episodes not being covered. You know, I was doing some other things. So yeah, but I'm back now. So that's all that matters. And it's gonna be a bit different today. Instead of trying to making edits and making a 27-minute long video of the panels showing and then the animated side, which takes way too long, I'm just gonna be making main stuff that I feel was missed out, to me at least, and comparing it to the anime. Well, I'm not going to be showing you the anime side because I feel you guys already watched it, so you know. But I'll just be talking about what's going on in the panels and stuff like that. So let's see how this goes, you know. But enough of me yapping about some random stuff, and let's get right into it. Okay, so in this panel, as we can see, I don't know what's going on with the anime though. All right, at first they changing some of a little bit of the stuff, but now his whole demeanor, in the manhwa, Goto, the main thing that I loved about him was that he was a cocky ass man. All right, he was cocky, arrogant, because you know I feel it makes sense. His main goal for this raid was to be recognized as a national rank hunter, because I mean, come on now, everyone else they're he's the Goto Ryojo, I think, Geto Ryojo or something like that. So you can assume he's a really strong S ranker. I mean, everyone else is he's the Goto Ryojo. He has the most S rankers in his guild and stuff like that. So he's clearly a big man in the hunter world. But the only thing he doesn't have is a national rank title. So that's what he's trying to get, because in order to get one, you have to clear an S rank raid. So he's trying to get that in his resume, you know, which, you know, fine. But the thing about the anime was that they got rid of that whole ass goal plus his demeanor, which was the only thing I didn't really find appealing in the anime. I was why is he not cocky? He's supposed to be arrogant. In this shot, it was in the anime, he was he dares smile at me, but in this expression, you could see he's a lot more angry and what do you call it, cocky looking. This is where Sung was you have to fight me at full strength, and he's what? You see, much more arrogant looking, is it not? Now next, on to the next panel. Yeah, here, even this sentence that he says, including him who will be needing your assistance in a few minutes. Basically, he was talking to Shimuzu, the S rank hunter in the Japanese team, and he was you'll need, we need a healer on standby, because you know this is Goto Ryojo, the guy, the man of S ranks, fighting against the newly appointed S ranker in Korea, you know. So yeah, he's Shimuzu, get on standby, especially for him, because his ass is about to get clocked out, which does not happen, by the way. And look at this. Don't tell me this is not the look of a man who is highly conceited in his abilities, you know? Which, I mean, if you think about it, it's not really wrong. He is super strong, among S ranks at least. So yeah, and then look, this is the shot of, what do you call it? When Sung is smiling at him while dodging his attacks and whatnot. He's what? Bro, look at his eyes. It's popping out. Look at this. Look at this shit. This, you know they're going crazy, or they had no sleep. Their eyes are bulging, and it's wrinkles coming to the eyes, red and whatnot. It's not really red here. Well, yeah, it's not really red, but you could see the little wrinkle over here. So yeah, and he's sweating, so you know it's serious. And there's veins popping out. I'm going to kill him. Yeah, this is one of the things that I kind of hated in the anime. They did not show the system. I don't know if you guys forget, anytime someone shows Bloodlust to Sung, the system shows up. He's whoa. Bloodlust? Hey, yo, player. There's someone that trying to kill you. He has extreme hatred towards you, going as far as to being bloodlust. You better shit on him before your heart gets stopped. So yeah, go on, clap his ass. That's what happens. I mean, that's what happened to the B rank assassin dude. The system shows that he's killer intent, murk his ass. The same thing happened to Hwang Dong-suk in the raid thing with Jinho. The player showing animosity toward the what do you call, hunter, mark him toward the player, I mean, and that's what he does. And in this section, or in this panel, Goto is getting angry and more angrier, is that even a word? Because he can't hit him. The man is a smooth dodger. He's like weaving and everything. He's taking this like it's a game, you know? He's smiling. He's like, yeah, this is fine. Because Sung is trying to evaluate himself. Like, how strong is he compared to Goto, who's praised as a strong-ass S-ranker. And then there, the system pops up. There is an enemy with murderous intent nearby. And Sung is like, oh shit! Not with a surprise face. Well, it is a surprise face, but not like, oh, worry. He's like, oh shit, I gotta take this seriously now. So instead of grabbing his wrist, he grabs his hand. And this is the shot we get. He's like, oh, you mother effer. So you grab my hand and stole my wrist, huh? I see. See? And then this shot. I don't understand why the anime didn't include this, okay? The whole thing, but only is Sung looking badass, alright? And this panel, whoa, let me tell you. After the fight, after the skirmish, when like the ice dude came in and like brought up a whole wall and they separated, you know, cooled off, the translator is like Goto, and Goto is like blacked out his face, you know how they do when they don't show the expression, and then we get it zooming into his face. Oh boy, the man was shitting himself. He was pooping bricks, all right? He was nervous as shit. And then as the reader, you're like, oh damn, Sung, what did you do to this man? Because you know how they were about to go full on out, and that's when it stopped, and then you get this expression of Goto, and then you're like, oh my god, swagger, bro, this man Sung is on a whole nother level. Oh yeah, and then there's this thing too. I don't remember if they included this. I think they just show like the red ant and then the white ant, and then like the difference like, in the news thing. But in the anime, I mean the manhwa, they went more in depth. They're like, okay, so in the third raid they look like this, in the second raid they look like this, in the first raid they look like this, and now in this raid they have wings and we're fucked. So yeah, that's how it's looking. And then later on, Sung's like walking in the street, and then he gets hate messages too. I mean, come on, when you're popular, there's ain't no way you ain't getting haters. Look at this. But why isn't Sung Jinwoo on the list? He may have become an S ranker, but he's still the same person. Once an E rank, always an E rank. He probably pissed his pants and ran away. Yeah, sure he did. You know, these bum asses that just texting and they can't do anything with their lives. You know, so he just pieced out after becoming an S rank. So cringe. Yeah, so obviously they don't. Bro, they even coming at his ass with Min Byung. Look, even Min Byung-gu came out of retirement from this. Sung Jin-woo, where are you at? Damn. You know, this is a hating at its peak. And then they also show Jin-ho getting the guild place. So yeah, isn't this place a bit too big for just the two of us? Like the guild office for the new guild? But oh yeah, and he also has to recruit one more hunter since in order to start guild you need 3. So he just thinks of recruiting one random head hunter to like fill in the head count, which you're gonna realize who that hunter is later on. And then yeah, he also gets like Jinho apparently gets like a ticket or something from a foreigner who wanted to talk to Sung, so he gives him their number or whatnot. And then Sung, whoop, shadow senses. He senses something, and then he teleports immediately. You know why? I'll show you why. Oh, damn! Sung goes on his excursion, excuse me, because he's Batman now. You remember all those shadows he sent to protect his village? Yep. Crazy ass mother effer appears, trying to like kill people and whatnot. But Sung notices that because his shadows are all around, you know? So he appears. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this guy. Looking all creepy and whatnot. Like, bro, get the fuck out of here. And then Sung appears. Oh, damn. With the glow and the shadow. And the shadow, you know? Now, look at this. And he asks him for a reason. You know, Sung doesn't immediately go out to be his ass. It's like, why are you doing this? And then he's like, what are you, preaching to me? Whatever, I just do it. Reasons, schmeasons, head ass. and then he gets too cocky of himself and tries to stab him, but he doesn't know who the Giga Chad of this manhwa is, you know? So he gets his appropriate dues and gets his ass clapped. He basically cuts his ankles and he faints because of how scary Sung looks. And then Sung places an orc shadow. He's like, if you don't turn yourself in by tomorrow midnight or something like that, I forgot, or afternoon, the shadow will kill you. So yeah, he ain't playing around. If you don't turn yourself in, your life is done. Forget the prison sentence or the life-death sentence. You're getting murked immediately. So you better turn yourself in, you know? And then this shot. This just goes to show how much of a swagger Sung is, you know, how much aura he has. Look at this. The handprint of when he holded his hand is still there. You're just like, what the fuck, Sung? What do you do? How much strength do you have that you leave an imprint on one of the strongest Japanese hunters? Or the strongest Japanese hunters? Like, come on. Look at this. I couldn't show you the full panel, but it's like a skull with, like, the aura is, like, going up and it's a skull. So it looks really cool. So yeah, you should go check out the manhwa as well. And then yeah, he has flashbacks to this. He's like, oh god, who was I facing? That was a mistake. You can still see the imprint is still here. You're like, damn, Sung is really that guy, huh? And yeah, I think that's all for today. Yeah, that's just what I wanted to show for like the main differences and whatnot, you know. So yeah, what do you guys think? Personally, I thought that episode was a bit too fast. I don't really care about Juhee and the other hunters, and you know, I don't really care if they defend the mainland or whatnot, you know. I mainly wanted to see more of Sung looking badass, but they couldn't really achieve that look, you know. And when Sung took down the Sukamoto, Mamamoto, or that guy with the bandage, no, with the mask, and then he got all crazy after Cha hit him. It looked a bit stiff. It wasn't really to my liking, but you know, it is what it is. It just is what it is. So yeah, what do you guys think? Was it amazing? Did you wanted these cuts to be added in, or differences to be added in? You know, did you want Goto to be more cocky? I liked him more cocky. I don't really like this Goto that's in the anime, because later on, what happens to him, you feel more pleased and happy. You know, because you're like, yeah, you cocky ass mother effer. And yeah, I don't know, that's just me. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed today. I'll be doing more of these, and next I'll be talking about some other manhwas that I recommend, and what's going on with Tibet, you know, what's happening there. But that's all for another video. So yeah, you enjoyed, thank you, and goodbye, peace.